What's going on, everybody? It's your boy L the Electrician, and I'm back with another one. And this time I want to discuss how the Democrat Party is stuck in the past. Okay, how the Democrat Party is so stuck in the past, and they're seeing a slow bleed out because people are turned off by this, by old issues that they voted on a long, long time ago, or either issues that no longer pertain to them. All right, and how I notice that a lot of the people that I talk to online and a lot of people that I interact with, a lot of these people that are supporting Democrats are usually older people, 50 and up, to be quite honest with you. They're in that 50 and older range. They either retired or they're either 50 years or older. I've been talking to a lot of retirees, a lot of guys that's retirees, women that's older. They all pretty much support Kamala Harris. They support the Democrats. They support what's worse for us. They support the things that have been slowly degrading our generation. They support the things that are not in our best interests. Okay, the way how this society has been on rapid free fall decline. They're supporting these things, okay? They'll sit there and complain about it. They'll talk about how their generation was the best generation ever. They'll look at these young people like, oh, y'all young people and all that. And then they'll turn around and vote for the people that push the same stuff that they complain about, okay? And for instance, one thing is what's happening now, what's breaking news is that Donald Trump is being sued. Surprise, surprise. Donald Trump is being sued by the Central Park Five, okay? And they want to be known as the exonerated, all right? But most know them as it's a rebranding thing. They want to be known as exonerated. They had nothing to do with this Central Park Five stuff besides just being there. But anyways, like, you can go ahead and look into the whole case and all that, but they said that they were innocent. They pleaded guilty. Then they changed it. This story happened like a million years ago. All right, back in the 80s, where most of y'all probably wasn't even born. And this is, I mean, like, they're really grasping for straws. We got less than 30 days, less than like 20 some odd days to the election, so they're really grasping for anything that they could throw out there to try to muddy the water right before the election to say, oh, well, way back a gazillion years ago, back in the 80s, Trump said this, so I'm voting for Kamala. Like, come on. That's not going to work this time. That's not going to work because why? Because Americans are no longer, a lot of Americans are done with this victim mentality. We're done with living in survival mode. Okay, we're done with trying to get civil rights that our grandparents and some of y'all great grandparents have already fought, bled, sweat, died for, and the rights that we enjoy now. Okay, that we already have. They keep on recycling the same fights. They want you to be in a constant state of victimhood because if there isn't any problems, if there isn't any type of discrimination, any type of racism, any type of sexism, whatever ism, for whatever group, clique, subset, genre, whatever clique of people, right? They always have to have some type of problem to run against, which, I mean, arguably you can say the same thing for all politicians, but they built their campaigns off of the victimhood mentality. Whereas with Trump and with a lot of Republicans, they build their campaigns off of strengthening the state, strengthening the individual, okay? Not off of the state knows what's best for you, but rather allowing you to do things to best position yourself for success, as opposed to the state, the centralized state dictating you to you and telling you, no, this is successful. This is successful. You'll do it this way. You'll do it that way, because Big Brother supposedly knows what's best for you. That's the Democrat way. big government, government overreach. Government has to do everything because government don't trust states and local politicians to do nothing. So federal government has to step in and dictate everything. And then they want to preach to you about save democracy when they're the ones dictating everything from Washington, D.C. All right. And so, yeah, they're going to be stuck in these things. And again, the lawsuit is so frivolous. It's so, I don't even understand how it even became a lawsuit. Probably a rookie judge in his freshman year, back when they was in school, would look at that and just toss it out because Trump, because of something that he said during the debate, and he never ever said that they are murderers. He said that they pled guilty, so he said that they were guilty and deserve to get what a guilty person says. And then he said they were not guilty. Okay, so then they're not guilty. So what's the issue here? So they're literally suing Trump for that. All right. So I guess you can't mention them. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I definitely, Trump definitely don't say that they're guilty. Evidence proves that they're not. They said that they're not guilty. Okay, then they're not guilty then. So, but he's being sued for that for some reason. Because anytime Trump says anything about Central Park 5 or anything about black people or anything about anything, it's seen by the left as hatred, as hate speech, as racism. You know, like they're always saying, "Oh, he's racist," right? Because again, Democrats are stuck in the past. They're stuck in 1960. They're stuck in 1980, and then they say, "Oh, Trump's racist." Okay, well, what did he say racist? Central Park 5. Okay, well, what did he say about the Central Park 5? Look, I don't know exactly, but you know, but he said something racist about the Central Park 5. Well, what did he say? He said that they deserve to die, that they should get the death penalty, all of this, all of that. Okay, well, did they plead guilty? No, they pleaded innocent. Well, yeah, but they pleaded guilty at first, right? All I know is they pleaded, like, look, you know what I'm saying? So, like, and I'm having a self-dialogue, but this is the responses that you get from the left. They don't live in facts. These Democrat supporters don't live in reality. It's all a alternate reality that they live in. They're not living in facts, data, statistics, numbers, concrete evidence, facts. They don't live in that if it does not support their narrative. Okay? Even Trump, who called for the death of these 5, he said that, okay, they pleaded not guilty, so then they're not guilty. He didn't speak on that again. They brought it up because at the time he blasted them after they pleaded guilty. But then they pleaded not guilty, and then they want to still hang on to what he said while they pleaded guilty. This is the sleight of hand. This is the deception that they do. They don't tell you the whole story. They give it to you in bits, pieces, and sound bites to trigger your emotions and all of that, to take you back to the 80s, to take you back to the 1960s, to take you back to that Democrat plantation, so that you're not a free, logical, rational, reasonable thinker, but instead you vote without even thinking because your emotions are so involved and triggered. And you're still living thinking that it's 1960, like you're going to march down the street for civil rights. Talking about female rights. Female rights, when you're killing babies for free outside your convention, kicking out Christians, saying that this is the wrong place for you, not here. And then next day, a few days later, you want to go preach to people. Like, the audacity of real life Jezebel is what we have running for president. Trump 2024. God bless. Like, support, share, and y'all stay up.